what's up? It is Kat and welcome back to a Book Addicts Rehab. Today we are doing my July wrap-up and my August TBR. So just to forewarn you, I'm going to be doing this video fairly quickly because I am waiting for a special phone call from my brother because my little niece is on her way. She's supposed to be born sometime today. Right into my July wrap-up, and let me tell you something, it was pretty successful. This book that I finished in the month of July is Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. I believe I gave this book a 5 out of 5 star rating on Goodreads. I absolutely positively love this book so freaking much. I mean, it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but it is so uniquely written that I am just overwhelmed with how amazing it was. And I must say, if you haven't read this book, I definitely suggest you pick it up. I am planning on picking up the second book. I think it's called Crimson Bound, and it doesn't follow this main character, but it follows kind of another storyline, and I'm definitely interested in seeing like where Rosamund Hodge goes with the rest of her books. The second book that I finished in the month of July is Black City by Elizabeth Richards, and this book I also gave a 5 out of 5 star on Goodreads. I have quite a few books that I've actually loved 100% this month, so just to forewarn you. Black City actually kind of threw me through a stump because I think I read the synopsis a little too quickly and I really didn't understand, I guess, what the characters and creatures were going to be. So I was thinking the Black City was kind of like, it was humans, but the other species was going to be demons and everything, but totally wrong. I mean, these creatures do fall in the lines of demons. They're vampires. They're dark. There's these creatures called the Darklings, and they're vampires. I was thinking demons this whole time, and until I read the first few pages and they were fangs and blood, and yeah. There's 3 books to the series, and I'm definitely planning on picking up the next few books. The next book that I finished in the month of July is Winter's Curse by Marie Wartkoski. This book I gave 4.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The only reason I think I lowered it by half a star was because of the ending and where it kind of went towards the end of the book more than anything. If you guys haven't seen my review for this, I will link it down below, and you'll kind of realize why I didn't like it to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I love the main character, Castell. She was one of my favorite characters. She had this very strong opinion. She was very smart, and she sees things that not a lot of ordinary people can see. She can pick out whether you're lying or not. So, and the plot twist in this book, guys, it's mind-blowing, this book. By the end of it, I was absolutely astounded with what happened, and I am planning on picking up, I think it's Winter's Crime by Marie Wartkoski as well. So the next book that I finished in the month of July is a book that I wasn't planning on reading until it kept on staring at me from my shelf saying, read me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna read you. So if you guys remember my review for Cinder, I really didn't like it because of the fact that I think it was really overhyped and I just didn't like where it was going. I finished Scarlet, and I give this book 5 out of 5 out of 5 out of this book gets a million stars in my eyes. I am in love with Scarlet. This is the second book to the Lunar Chronicles series. Yes, I did not like Cinder, but after reading this, I finally understand Cinder as a character. I finally understand Scarlet, where these other characters are falling into place in Cinder's life, and I'm absolutely in love with Wolf, the main male protagonist in this book. I'm planning on reading Caress within the next month, but I didn't say that. The next book that I finished in the month of July is Meant to Be by Lauren Morrill. And this is the only book that I rated the lowest. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Scarlet and Meant to Be were part of the TBR Takedown Readathon challenge that is still going on, or it actually ends today, July 31st. And this book was, one of the challenges was to read a book that you that was outside of your comfort zone. And since Meant to Be is a really big contemporary book, contemporary is really truly out of my comfort zone. And so I picked it up for my readathon challenge, and like I guessed, I really didn't enjoy it. I loved the fact that it was kind of a cute, like, romance running around London. It was like a travel book. Just, I didn't like the plot of it, but that's because I'm not a big contemporary fan reader at all. The next book that I finished in the month of July is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. This is another book from the TBR Takedown Challenge, and this is a book that's been on your shelf for I think about a year. This I was given for my 19th birthday last year, and I am so freaking happy I picked this up, guys. This book gets like a 5 out of 5 stars. It was simply amazing. I absolutely loved the main character, Elisa. I loved Elisa. I loved her for so many reasons, and one of the biggest is because of her physical characteristics. You know how in books like these, fantasy books and princess books, you always have the princess or the main female character being a very strong independent character. And I know I said that I love characters like that, but every once in a great while I like a flawed character, and Elisa is definitely flawed. What I guess one of her biggest flaws is that she doesn't have that perfect fighter like figure like Celine does in the Throne of Glass series. She is more of a robust, bigger girl princess who likes food, and you don't get that many books where characters are obsessed with eating, because you don't get it because you have so many perfectly beautiful characters. Planning on picking up the next book to The Girl of Fire and Thorns. And the last book that I finished in the month of July is, I didn't finish all of them, but this I used for my TBR Takedown Challenge. I don't remember what I used it for, but I used it, and I read a lot of stories from it. So I tried to read equivalent to what a book would be in this, and I think I did fairly well. I absolutely love my Grimm's Fairy Tale collectible edition from Barnes & Noble. First of all, look at it. It's gorgeous, and for once it wasn't just sitting up here on my shelf looking beautiful. But it's an absolutely beautiful edition of the Grimm's complete like fairy tales. I'm planning on picking up a few more. I want to pick up the Arabian Nights, and I also want to pick up the complete collections of Shakespeare, because I am in English Lit and I have British Lit coming up for my next course, some of my next courses. 7 books this month. What was it last month? It was only like 4 or 5, not even. I think I did fairly well this month. I think the only thing that really kept me back from reading, I think a couple more, was I started late on my July TBR and everything, because I was in such a reading slump and I didn't know what to read. Alright guys, so let's go on to my August TBR. So my August TBR is going to be a little bit different because, one, my birthday is in 2 days. Yeah, my birthday is August 2nd, so in 2 days. And there is a chance that I might get books that have been on my TBR and to buy list for a really long time. So I kind of want to wait for that. And also, for one of my birthday things, me and my best friend are going on a huge shopping trip. So one of the books that I really want to get to in the month of August is Caress. It is the 3rd book in the Luna Chronicles series. I want to finish this book because Winter, I believe, comes out in November, from what Sarah, Ella, and everyone's been telling me, because I keep thinking it's September. I think that's when the 4th Queen of Shadows comes out, and I'm grouping those two together. But yeah, I'm planning on getting to Caress. I'm really super excited because I'm thinking that this follows another girl, and I think this is the girl that lives on Lunar. And the second book that I want to get to in the month of August is Fallen by Lauren Kate. I know how many of you have told me that this series isn't the greatest and that some people love it and some people like it. Like I said, I've been holding this off far too long. I've had these books, this set, like my brother got me this set for Christmas. I've had these books way too long, and it's time I picked it up and decided whether it's on the hate spectrum or the like spectrum, or if I'm going to be one of the very first people to put it right in the middle. and have like a medium like and love. And the last book that I really, really hope to get to in August is The Vampire Academy by Michelle Mead, because I really want to get to Bloodlines because I heard that series is really good. I did start it, but it was in the middle of a reading slump when I started this book, and I just couldn't finish it. I really just couldn't bring myself to finish this book, so I might have to restart the book. So like I said, those are all those are the 3 books that I hope to get to in August, but my main TBR is in that list of books that I'm planning on buying on my shopping trip next Tuesday. And next week is going to be a really big video week, and I don't know how to space it out yet. I have like 6 videos that I am planning on doing next week, and that's going to pretty much take up all of August just on these videos, because I just have so much planned and I don't know how to get it all done at once. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that wrap up, and that TBR was a really strange one, I know. Definitely leave your comments below on everything I had to say from my wrap up of July, and what books you've read from there, and also just my TBR in general. Also, if you guys have any book recommendations or books that I need to buy while on my gigantic shopping trip, let me know below, and also tweet me and Instagram me also. And definitely like this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!